Okay, welcome back, class. So, I'm going to give you a couple of the homework problems that you have tonight to do. As you can see, I've started to do some of them a little bit. Number 6, the table shows the number of new stores in a coffee shop chain that opened during the years of 1986 to 1994. So, I took the list, I put it in. This was 1986, it's supposed to be 1, so that's 2. That's 3, so that's my list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those represent the years, and those are the number of new stores. We want over here, it says write an exponential regression for that. So we're gonna, as you can see, I went to the exponential regression. You have linear regression, logarithmic regression, exponential regression. We chose 0. That gives you this value. You have an A and a B. Now you see that there's nothing after that. That means my diagnostics wasn't turned on. Make sure you turn your diagnostics on before we do these. So, use X to represent the year 1986. We did that. Y represents the number of new stores. Write an exponential regression equation. Round the data to the nearest thousands. So, we're looking at this data. So we have y equals, oops, y equals 10.5, that's 9, 6, so tens, hundreds, thousands, 9, 9, times 1.586, oh, yep, to the x. Tens, hundreds, thousands, I needed, thousands, for a sec. Good. Alright, the scores of one class of the U2 math test are shown below. So those are the test scores, those are the frequencies. I put them in since I used L1, L2 already. I put them in L3, L4. We're showing the one variable stats here. So remember that this value is our mean, and this value is our standard deviation. Okay? So we're looking for the standard deviation to the nearest tenth. So we know that standard deviation the standard deviation is equal to 7.36. Since I showed nearest tenth, now we're going to do the round. 7.4. Good. Now the other thing about this is, just 1 second, the one variable stats, remember you're doing L1, L2. Or in this case I did L3, L4. Alright, time table below shows the number of results from experiment involving growth of bacteria. There's your, in this case, this was L5 for me. This is L6. By power regression, again, when you go back to that screen on your calculator, if you enter that, there's a power regression. So, rounding the decimal to 3 decimal places. So now you can see the R's because I turned diagnostics on, they're showing. So, part A, you end up with y equals 2.00, what do I want, 3 decimal places, 1. X to the value of 2.298. Good. Now we want after 15 minutes. So when I put in X for 15, we get this value for Y. So for part B, when we look at our table, we know when X is equal to 15, we get Y is equal to 1009.1. But we want the nearest integer. So now Y is equal to 1009. The members of the Men's Club of choice wearing black, red vests. The study of one period of many years determined the percentage of black vests. One was 60%. So what do we have? So we're going to do the NCR at least 8. So we know that the N is equal to 10. R is equal to 8, 9, and 10 because it's at least, so we have to go up. And P is equal to 60, 0.6, means Q is equal to 0.4. So we start with our formula of NCR, P to the R, Q to the N minus R. We're going to do it when R is equal to 8, R is equal to 9, and R is equal to 10. So, if R is equal to 8, we have 10C8, 0.6 to the 8, 0.4 to the 2. You're going to type that in your calculator, get a decimal. 10C9, 0.6 to the 9th, 0.4 to the 1st, and we're going to do 10C10, 0.6 to the 10th, and 0.4 to the 0, which we know is 0, is 1. Good. You're going to type these all in your calculator the way you see them and add them all up. Excellent. Since sorry, I thought I had this all pre-programmed in. Okay, so I'm back. So as you can see that I entered all this stuff in the calculator. I did the NCRs. We got our values. I add them up and I get 0.167. Over here you have a study shows 35% of the fish caught locally because levels of mercury. So it's P is equal to 0.35, so Q is going to be equal to 0.65. At least 8 of the 10 did not contain levels of mercury. So this is going to be Q, this is going to be P, sorry about that. And we know N is 10. I'm going to do R is equal to 8 again, R is equal to 9 again, and R is equal to 10 again. Alright, I'm going to put you on pause. Okay, so I entered when R is 8, I did the NCR, P to the R, Q to the N minus R, we got that value, and you're just going to now add them all up. Okay, and you come up with your answer. Good. Last question, we have deadline. How many different 8-letter arguments? So we have 8 letters, so again, that's going to be 8 factorial. Divided by the number of letters that repeat. So we have 2 D's, that's 2 factorial. We have 2 E's, 2 factorial, and that's it. So it's times those, so it's D. Good. Thanks. Hope that helped. Have a great night. Study hard.